I gave her the doll on her birthday. She loved it right away. She told me it was beautiful. Her hair was so soft and her dress was super cute. She couldn't take her eyes off her. During the day, she would sit her on the table so she could watch her while doing the housework. At night, she set her by the bed so she could watch us sleep, her big blue eyes motionless, staring at us. But my wife's love for the doll suddenly changed. I quickly sensed something was wrong. I asked her, of course, but she didn't want to tell me anything and kept saying that I was the one talking nonsense. She grew increasingly withdrawn each day, until I couldn't take it anymore. The ultimatum? Either she told me what was going on right then, or I would force her to see a doctor. So, she gave in and let out what was on her mind. She told me it was the doll, that it had changed, that she felt like she was constantly being watched. It even seemed like it was moving. Of course, that worried me, and I decided to take a look at that doll. She was sitting still on the nightstand in the bedroom, her big blue eyes staring, still just as beautiful. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Of course she wasn't moving. It was impossible. Just as I turned, I caught a tiny movement in my peripheral vision. I pressed my face to the doll's and stared into her eyes. Something was moving. I tried to focus, tried to look closer. Yes, there was movement, but not in the eye, just behind it. Before I could register anything, the eye came out of its socket to let out 10 little wriggling maggots. Startled, I stepped back and dropped the doll. My wife called me to ask what was going on, but I told her not to worry. I picked up the doll and wiped off the worms with a tissue. And by pressing the skin and the plastic, I saw that there were a lot more inside. Much too soon. I had hoped she would hold up better. I'll have to find her a new one, maybe keep her alive at first, so she'll last longer. When I threw away the old doll, I remembered what my wife had said about little Kathy's beautiful blonde curls, the girl who lived a few buildings down. Didn't she also have big, beautiful blue eyes?